Level 1, the numb arm. You are 9 years old. The sun beats down on the stone courtyard. Dust kicks up into your eyes. You are wrestling with the noble boys. You are winning, you always win. Fingernails dig into your right arm. They scratch deep. They claw at your flesh. Blood drips onto the hot dirt. You do not flinch. You do not feel a thing. Up on the balcony, your tutor watches. William of Tyre is a man of God. But right now, he looks terrified. He sees the blood, he sees your blank expression. He calls you inside the dark, quiet keep. He takes a sharp silver needle. He drives it into your right forearm. Nothing. No pain. No flinch, just dead, numb flesh. William's face turns the color of ash. He drops the needle. He knows exactly what this means. You do not understand it yet. You are a boy playing at war. But a real war has already started inside your blood. It is an invisible, incurable enemy. It will slowly eat your body alive. The sand has just started falling in the hourglass. The ticking clock of your life has officially begun. Level 2, the final verdict. You sit in the grand stone chamber. It smells of burning sage and heavy fear. 3 royal physicians stand before you. They refuse to look you in the eye. They whisper the word. Leprosy. It is a slow, agonizing death sentence. Normally, a victim is immediately stripped of their name. Cast out into the barren wilderness. Left to rot and die in the scorching sun. But you are not a normal victim. You are the sole male heir to the kingdom of Jerusalem. The most contested city on earth rests on your fragile shoulders. There is no quiet exile for you. There is only the heavy gold throne. You look down at your numb hands. You know exactly what is coming. Your skin will crack. Your flesh will slowly melt away. Your body will decompose while your lungs still draw breath. The lords and nobles whisper behind your back. They pity you. They are already calculating the days you have left. But you do not weep. You do not break. You clench your failing fists. Let the disease take your flesh. It cannot touch your iron will. You will wear the crown. You will rule the holy city. You will hold this kingdom together. Even as you fall apart. Level 3, the boy king. You are 13 years old. The heavy toll of the cathedral bell shatters the morning silence. Your father is dead. There is no time to mourn. They drape the heavy crimson robes over your fragile shoulders. They place the golden crown of Jerusalem upon your head. It feels like a crushing weight. The throne room is packed with the most powerful men in the realm. Lords. Barons. Templar knights. They kneel before you. But you can see the truth hidden in their eyes. They do not see a king. They see a dying boy. They smell the sickness already spreading beneath your bandages. They whisper in the dark corners of the keep. Scheming. Plotting. Waiting. They are vultures circling a wounded animal. They calculate exactly how many days you have left to live. They expect a brief tragedy. They expect you to hide in the shadows as your body rots away. You look out over the sea of greedy faces. Your hands grip the cold stone armrests of the throne. Your fingers may be numb, but your mind is razor-sharp. You will not break. You will not surrender this holy city. Let them whisper. You are the king. Level 4, the rising tide. You stand on the high walls of Jerusalem. The hot desert wind bites at your bandaged face. It carries a dark, terrifying whisper from the east. A storm is gathering in the distant sands. His name is Saladin. He is a brilliant, ruthless warlord. One by one, the divided rival factions fall to their knees. He is forging the Muslim world into a single, unstoppable empire. A massive crescent of steel now surrounds your fragile kingdom. You are completely encircled. You look down at your trembling, scarred hands. You are just a teenager. Your body is slowly turning to rotting dust. You can barely grip a sword without crippling agony. Yet, you are the only barrier standing in his way. Saladin looks toward the holy city with hungry, ambitious eyes. He expects you to surrender. He expects a dying, crippled boy to crumble under his massive weight. He is gravely mistaken. Let him bring his endless armies. Let him bring the rising tide of war. Your flesh may be dying, but your spirit is forged in unbreakable iron. You will break his tide against these ancient stone walls. Level 5, The Miracle of Montgassard. You are 16 years old. The ground shakes beneath your warhorse. The air chokes with thick desert dust. Saladin is here. He brings 26,000 men. A sea of shimmering steel blocks the horizon. You look back at your own men. Barely 400 knights. A few thousand exhausted infantry. It is a slaughter waiting to happen. But you do not retreat. Your right arm hangs dead at your side. The leprosy has paralyzed it. You motion to your squire. He takes thick leather straps. He binds the heavy shield directly to your rotting, lifeless flesh. You feel nothing but the dragging weight. You draw your sword with your left hand. You raise it high into the blinding sun. You do not wait to be butchered. You dig your spurs into your horse. You charge. Your tiny force crashes into the army like a thunderbolt. Metal screams against metal. You fight like a demon possessed. You tear straight through their front lines. Panic erupts in the enemy ranks. The legendary Sultan watches in absolute horror. The mighty Saladin breaks. He turns his horse. He flees for his life. You have won the impossible victory. Level 6, The Rotting Throne. You are in your late teens. The disease is no longer a silent shadow. It is a raging fire inside your flesh. Deep, open sores cover your body. You cannot feel your fingers. Your legs buckle beneath your own weight. You can no longer walk unaided. You can no longer hold a sword. The cold silver mask hides the ruin of your face. Behind it, you are suffocating in your own decay. But the true rot is not in your flesh. It is in your royal court. Your arrogant brother-in-law, Guy of Lusignan, stalks the halls. He is a peacock wearing a warrior's armor. He is vain. He is foolish. He spits on your fragile truces. He actively provokes the legendary Saladin. He is dragging your holy city toward absolute annihilation. Your body screams for rest. Your lungs rattle with every stolen breath. But you cannot close your eyes. You cannot surrender the throne to a fool. They think you are a cripple waiting to die. They are wrong. Your hands may be dead, but your mind is a fortress. You will drag your rotting body to the war room. You will save this kingdom from itself. Level 7, Total Darkness. You are 22 years old. The world simply vanishes. Total, suffocating darkness. The leprosy has finally taken your eyes. You are entirely blind. You lie on a cold, silken bed. You cannot see the heavy golden crown resting on the table. You cannot see the rotting flesh covering your own bones. But you can hear everything. You hear the nervous, shallow breathing of your scribes. You hear the frantic scratching of their quills. You hear the treacherous lords whispering in the dark corners of the room. They think a blind cripple cannot rule. They think you are finally broken. You tilt your head toward the shadows. You begin to dictate. Word by word. Law by law. Your body is completely ruined, but your mind is a razor. You see the maps and battlefields perfectly in your head. Hundreds of miles away, the mighty Saladin waits. He is patiently rebuilding his shattered army. He knows the ticking clock of your life is absolutely deafening now. He expects the dark to consume you. Let him wait. You may be blind, rotting, and bedridden. But you are still the king of Jerusalem. And you are not done fighting. Level 8, the Litter King. You are 22. Total darkness surrounds you. But you can hear the frantic messengers. The vital fortress of Karak is burning. Saladin has returned. His massive siege engines pound the walls day and night. Your appointed regent cowers in his tent. He commands the relief force, but he refuses to march. He is paralyzed by cowardice. You cannot see. You cannot walk. Your flesh is rotting off your bones. But your spirit roars with absolute fury. You summon your loyal knights. You command them to build a wooden litter. They lift your broken, dying body onto their shoulders. You give the order to march. The desert heat beats down on your silver mask. You hear the rhythmic marching of your faithful men. You hear the snap of the royal banners in the wind. Miles away, Saladin's scouts see the true king approaching. The legendary Sultan knows exactly what this means. Saladin does not attack. He respects the terrifying willpower of a dying boy. He breaks the massive siege. He turns his army around and retreats. You have conquered the greatest warlord on earth. Without swinging a single sword. Level 9, the Sandcastle Succession. You are 23 years old. The smell of death fills your royal chamber. Your lungs rattle with every stolen breath. You know the brutal truth. You have mere days left to live. The vultures are already circling your deathbed. Your arrogant brother-in-law, Guy of Lusignan, stands near the throne. He wears a smug, greedy smile. He thinks the kingdom is finally his. He thinks he will lead Jerusalem into a glorious war. He will only lead it to ashes. You will not let that happen. You summon the high court to your bedside. You use the very last ounces of your fading strength. You legally strip Guy of his regency. You hear his arrogant smile vanish into furious shock. You call for your 5-year-old nephew. They place the heavy golden crown on his tiny head. You make the powerful lord swear unbreakable oaths of loyalty. You are building a fortress of paper and promises. It is a desperate sandcastle against the rising tide of Saladin. But it is all you have left. You have done your duty. Your time has completely run out. Level 10, the Price of Peace. You are 24 years old. The darkness is finally complete. Your body is entirely broken. There is no flesh left to rot. There is no strength left to fight. For 11 agonizing years, you carried a kingdom on your crumbling shoulders. You held the most contested city on earth. You bled for every single inch of sand. You broke the greatest warlords of your age. But you cannot break death. The stone chamber is freezing cold. The air is thick with finality. You cannot see the golden crown resting beside your bed. You cannot feel the silk sheets beneath your ruined hands. Outside these heavy walls, the enemy is waiting. Saladin is watching. He knows the iron wall of Jerusalem is finally cracking. He knows that when your heart stops, the city will ultimately fall. The inevitable defeat is coming. But it will not come today. It will not happen on your watch. You have sacrificed every single ounce of your physical being. You gave absolutely everything to this holy rock. You draw one last, rattling breath. You close your blind eyes. You are finally free.